Last week here on Thursday Night Thunder, Chantel Bailey out of the Johnson Motorsports race team put the screws to Wells Motorsports' Black Pearl machine and took home the checkered flag and is your current Thursday Night Thunder champion. Can they hold on? We're going to find out next. The crowd is electric here at the MTA Arena, and we have got a star-studded lineup ready to go for you here tonight as we enter Week 3 of the October season. All 16 monster trucks are dialed in and ready to go for side-by-side racing. And folks, let me tell you, they're all shooting for the top dog, and that is the Scooby Machine. Chantel Bailey currently holds the checkered flag as a 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. They're looking to retain it here tonight as we get things set for round 1 action. As we come up into round 1 now, up first we're going to see Saigon Shaker take on Bulldozer, followed by Dragon taking on Stinger Unleashed, and that's going to be followed by Corey Marvin and Earthshaker taking on Pirate's Curse. Up first here in round 1 action, we have got Greg Durbin in the Saigon Shaker, 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He knows how to get the job done. Over in the near lane, however, this is newcomer John Kadiux in the Bulldozer, and he's still pretty green out here on the MTA circuit. However, he's trying to dial in the Bulldozer machine. Boat truck stays at the line. There's the green light now. Bulldozer and Saigon down the straight, up and over no man's land, and John Kadiux and Bulldozer puts the 3-time Thunder champion on the trailer early tonight. Bulldozer moves on to round 2 action. And take a look at that photo finish right there, folks. It wasn't by much, but Kadiux and Bulldozer get it done. And up next in round 1 action, Austin Arabia at a Chris Baluk's Bad Weather Race Camp in Stinger Unleashed. He has been putting on some wild performances here on the October season of Thunder. But over in the far lane, that's Justin Lamb out of the Maximum Motorsports race team in Dragon Ice. Now, boat trucks are staged. We're going to find out now who goes on to round 2 action. There's the green light. Boat truck's hard off the line. Stinger trying to play catch up through no man's land. Turns it over. Right there going across that last set of cars. Justin Lamb and Dragon Ice will move on to round 2. Unfortunate luck for Stinger Unleashed as they turned it over. And up next here in round 1 action, we have got Corey Marvin, who has got the Earthshaker machine dialed in. The Diggers Diecast race team has put up a lot of money for these guys to be out here, and they ain't backing down from nobody. Corey Marvin has been doing very well in the Earthshaker machine. Over in the far lane, however, this kid put on a thriller last week and took out a lot of top dogs in Pirate's Curse. There's a green light. Carson Wells in the far lane. Marvin in the near lane. Up and over the cars here. And what a race across the line. And I believe Corey Marvin and Earthshaker, yes, we confirmed, is your winner over Pirate's Curse. Now next up here in round 1 action, Jimmy Clancy brings that beautiful square body Chevrolet, better known as the Beast, to the starting line. The rookie sensation out here making his debut out here on Thunder this season. He's just trying to make a name for himself. However, over in the near lane, that's Colton Hotchkiss in the Diggers Diecast Mohawk Warrior. And folks, this one ought to be a barn burner because both trucks and drivers are holding up the bottom of the bracket in points. Who moves on to round 2? There's the green light now. The Beast and Mohawk Warrior up and over the cars and across the line there. And what a close race. We may have to go back and take another look. Both of them letting it all hang out. They shut it down early going across the line, and I'm not sure why, but both trucks identically going across the line there. And take another look here. MTA officials are going to give the win to Jimmy Clancy in the Beast. What a heck of a close race. And up next, Nathan Smith came out here in week 1 of the October season, made it all the way to the finals in Monster Mutt, turned it over, and them boys have been chasing that truck ever since. Near lane, however, another kid came out here and trying to make a name for himself. Ethan Medlin and Bradley Graham's Maximum Destruction looking good out here on the circuit. 2 rookies about to go green now down the straight stretch. Mutt's got a lead on him. Max D trying to play catch up and does. Monster Mutt turns it over. Nathan Smith once again has turned over the Monster Mutt going across the last set of cars. Going back to take another look here. Monster Mutt had the lead on Max D. They hit the first jump going over no man's land, and watch the far lane. Nathan Smith gets broadside here on those stack of cars. Turn the truck over. Ethan Medlin and Max D will pick up the win. And now the MTA track crew and officials down there making sure he's okay. They're going to flip Monster Mutt back over for the 3rd week in a row. and he has been putting on some damage to that truck, and they will continue to chase it throughout the rest of the October season. Hopefully we can see Nathan Smith come back in Monster Mud. Next up here in round 1 out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, that is Jamie Hurd in the Grave Digger! And God bless Joe Lowe for constantly doing that. Over in the far lane, the Outlaw, Joshua Wells, Black Pearl, as we go green, battle of the bow tie down the straight, up and over the cars, Gravedigger's out of shape, and Black Pearl, Joshua Wells, the Outlaw, will pick up the win over the Gravedigger. He is moving on to round 2 action. And up next here in round 1, Jeffrey Skipper at a Johnson Motorsports race team brings the West Virginia Mountaineer to the starting line, wild card champion from earlier this year, as well as a 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. However, in the far lane, that is the Diggers Diecast Crustacean Machine. Keith Cromwell representing the team here tonight as a 3-time Thunder champion. 6 championships between the two. Who moves on to round 2 action? There's the green line now. Crustacean and Mountaineer down the straight, up and over no man's land, and Skipper put down the big Ford horsepower and will outrun Crustacean across the finish line. Not sure if Crustacean lost power. However, Jeffrey Skipper and the West Virginia Mountaineer move on to round 2. And folks, we get set to close out round 1 action. Your current Thursday Night Thunder champion, Chantel Bailey, and the Scooby Machine at a Johnson Motorsports race team. And you know they're trying to make it victory number 4 here tonight for Scooby-Doo. Over on the far lane, that's Jason Craddock and BKT out of the Bad Weather Race Camp. Boat Truck Stage, who moves on to round 2? There's the green light. BKT got her up the line. Scooby trying to play catch up through no man's land, gets out of shape, and Jason Craddock trying to shut it down, and does. Gets the BKT machine stopped and puts the champion on the shelf early tonight. And folks, what a race that was. As we move on to the pits now, we're heading down to see what's going on with Monster Mutt as they turned it over for 3 weeks in a row. They are taking a look at the truck, making sure nothing excessive. There you see John Kadiux tuning up the old bulldozer, making sure everything's up to snuff and getting it back and dialed in. There you see Monster Mutt now. Them boys are thrashing on that truck, hopefully to have it back by next week. Attention, Monster Truck Attitude fans! If you and a friend want to get in on the action of side-by-side diecast Monster Truck Racing, be sure to log on to Facebook.com and check out the group Monster Truck Attitude and watch for registration. The link is in the description of all of our videos, and you can get down and dirty in the pits or go side-by-side Monster Truck Racing. Sign up for events like Sunday Night Madness or Thursday Night Thunder, and check out all the latest stuff on Monster Truck Attitude on Instagram and Facebook. You won't regret it, so check out the group Monster Truck Attitude. And welcome back to Thursday Night Thunder, ladies and gentlemen, as we kick off round 2 action. Bulldozer set to take on Dragon Ice up first, followed by Earthshaker taking on the Beast. And up first here in round 1, John Kadiux looked bad fast in round 1. He is looking to double up here in round 2, but he takes on Justin Lamb and Dragon Ice out of the Maximum Motorsports race team. You never really know what's going to happen with Dragon Ice. However, Justin Lamb, always a top-notch competitor, always a true player out here on the MTA circuit. Boat Truck Stage, Dragon and Bulldozer as we go green. Down the straight stretch, they're even. Hits the first jump here. Bulldozer in trouble, brings it back down. What a piece of driving by John Kadiux and Bulldozer over here in the near lane. Dragon Ice, unfortunately, not able to hold a candle to him. But take a look at the MTA replay. Even down the straight stretch. Watch this first jump. Bulldozer gets way out of shape. Hits the sea container. Puts it on 2 wheels. And brings it across the line. Awesome driving there by Bulldozer. Next up here in round 2. Jimmy Clancy returns to that awesome square body Chevrolet known as the Beast over there in the far lane. However, in the near lane, this kid's been making a big name for himself in the Diggers Diecast Earthshaker. That's Corey Marvin, staged in the near lane. Both trucks ready to go here in round 2 action. Who moves on to semifinals? It's the Beast taking on Earthshaker as the green light sets in place. Here we go now down the straight stretch. Earthshaker pulling the lead on the Beast. Up and over the cars. Beast turns it over. Jimmy Clancy lost it there coming off of that jump. We're going to go back down to the MTA replay and take another look and see what happened. He was trying to chase down the Earthshaker right here. You see him hit the jump, gets way out of shape, and rocked up and rolled over on him. Tried to drive out of it. You heard the motor pig through the roof. He had the piston swapping holes. Unfortunately, couldn't bring it back around. And we're going down to the pits now to follow up with the Beast. There you see snapped off the right front tire. Unfortunate luck for the square body Chevy here tonight. Hopefully Jimmy Clancy and the crew can have it back together for week 4 of the October season. A little bit of fluid broke the spindle off the truck. Hopefully, they can get it back and ready to go. Now up next here in round 2 action, it's going to be the new kid on the block, Ethan Medlin out of the Maximum Motorsports race team in Max D. He is set and ready to go. They got Max D finally put back together after last week's wreck. And over here in the near lane, the Outlaw, Joshua Wells, and that beautiful Black Pearl Chevrolet out of Wells Motorsports. Both trucks stage now. Who moves on to semifinals here in week 3 of the October season? There's the green light now. Max D got him off the line. Black Pearl trying to play catch up. Max D's in trouble. Turns it over in the shutdown area. Josh Wells was trying to close the gap. Unfortunately, couldn't do it out here as we take another look at the replay. A truck length Max D had on Black Pearl, and Black Pearl trying to play catch up right here. Look at Medlin in the far lane on 2 wheels. Turned it over going across the finish line, and you talk about letting it all hang out. Bradley Graham, I feel sorry for you because that boy is going to rack up a ton of bills. And there you see the MTA track crew and officials down there yet again to flip over the Max D machine. If he could just keep the truck under control, he might have a big chance at taking out everybody here on the Thunder Circuit. There you see a lot of body damage done to Maximum Destruction. Hopefully they're able to get it back as well for the last week of the October season. A lot of work going on in those pits as we get set to close out round 2. Jason Craddock knocked off the champion early in round 1. He is set and ready to go in Chris Baluk's Bad Weather Race Camp's BKT machine. However, the person he knocked off in round 1, Chantel Bailey, this is her teammate Jeffrey Skipper in the West Virginia Mountaineer, and he might be looking for redemption over BKT. There's the green light now. Down the straight stretch, BKT's got a lead on him. Skipper's out of shape, and Jason Craddock will get a clean shutout over the Johnson Motorsports race team here tonight in the Bad Weather BKT machine. And Jeffrey Skipper got way out of shape, and tonight it costed him the win. And folks, we got semifinal action coming up next here on Thursday Night Thunder. Be sure to hold on to your popcorn in your seat and don't go anywhere because semifinals are next. And folks, North versus South comes to you over on the Diecast Monster Truck Outlaws YouTube channel. I'm sending 16 MTA monster trucks down south to compete against 16 Outlaw monster trucks in a race you don't want to miss as we move on with Thursday Night Thunder here. Kicking off the semifinals, Bulldozer set to take on Earthshaker, followed by Max D taking on BKT. And up first, John Kadiux had a wicked run in round 2 action, put it on 2 wheels. He is now set to take on Corey Marvin and Earthshaker. And folks, I can honestly tell you, Marvin has been on a rail here these last couple of weeks. He has got Earthshaker dialed in. However, far lane, Bulldozer, the newcomer on the circuit, John Kadiux, ready to stake claim here tonight. There's the green light down the straight. They're even. Up and over no man's land. Earthshaker turns it over. And John Kadiux, for the first time in his MTA career, finds himself in the finals in the Bulldozer machine. We're going to go back here and take another look, try to figure out what happened to Corey Marvin as he comes over the first jump. You see him out of shape, gets extremely crossed up, hits the right side of the truck, rolls it over, and John Kadiux and Bulldozer go right on by him, moving on to the finals. And folks, moving on with semifinals here. Up next, Max D, Ethan Medlin turned it over in the last round. We aren't sure if they've got the truck back together, and it looks like they do. They are coming to the line. Ethan Medlin and the team have got Max D back and ready to go. They are heading up to the start line to take on the man who's been on a rail all night. That is Jason Craddock and Chris Baluk's Bad Weather Race Camp BKT over in the far lane. He is set to take on Max D. Only if Ethan can keep it on all fours, he may have a chance at BKT here in semis. As we go green now, both trucks hard on the line. Max D hanging right there with him, up, and he's on the wall. Ethan Medlin puts it on the wall. And Jason Craddock and BKT tried to shut it down there in the shutdown area. Ethan Medlin with another memorable run here tonight. Sticks Max D on the jersey wall. Taking another look right here. He was dead even with BKT. Gets crossed up right here on that sea container. A little slap wheelie. And hey, let's just park it right here on the jersey wall. I'm sure the MTA officials appreciate that. Nonetheless, folks, we have got the finals coming up next. BKT set to take on Bulldozer. That is one race you don't want to miss after the break. Halloween Madness coming to you on the MTA YouTube channel October 30th at 7 p.m. 32 trucks will be racing, but we can only crown one champion. And folks, this is what we all come for here tonight. It's final time here on Thunder. John Kadiux, looking wicked fast in the Bulldozer Machine all night long, is set to take on another truck that's been wicked fast as well. Jason Craddock in the BKT Machine over there staged in the far lane. Now folks, these two guys have never been in the finals a day in their life here on the MTA circuit, but one is about to become Thunder champion for their first time in their Thunder career. Ladies and gentlemen, BKT, Bulldozer. Both trucks staged at the line. It's showtime here on Thunder down the straight. BKT's got a lead. Bulldozer with some big time air. Gets into the wall in the shutdown area. And Jason Craddock and BKT comes across the line tonight as champion, putting Bulldozer away. And what an incredible race it was. Kadiux got some big air in the near lane. As we go back and take another look here, BKT had a lead on him from the start. Bulldozer trying to play catch up. Watch the near lane right here. John Kadiux launches Bulldozer, gets out of shape, and Jason Craddock makes a smooth pass across the finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight, and for the first time in his MTA career, Jason Craddock and Chris Baluk's Bad Weather Race Camp BKT, you are the Thursday Night Thunder champion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump over to the overall points bracket as we close out week 3 of the October season. And we're not used to seeing Mountaineer in the lower half. However, he is. You see Mountaineer, Beast, Dragon, and Mohawk Warrior holding the gate closed in the overall points. Jumping over to the top half in our top 5 bracket, you see a lot of teams up there. Crustacean and Scooby-Doo holding it tied at 125, followed by the win tonight by BKT as well in 3rd place. And there you see in 4th place Corey Marvin and Earthshaker, followed by Josh Wells and Black Pearl with 115. And it's all for a battle of point supremacy as we continue on to the last week in October. It's all going to come down to that. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes week 3 of the October season here on Thursday Night Thunder. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button. And as always, I will catch you down the road. See you next week.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. 'Cause it's about